All right, let's do a 2-box nickel hunt. Got this box from my community bank. Let's make sure they're circulated nickels, and they are. So let me get them out of my desk and I'll start the hunt and come back when I've got something good. Roll number 1 is going to give us our first find from the 40s, even though it's a little toasty. 1949 out of Denver. And of course it wouldn't be Brinks if we didn't have something besides a nickel in the roll. 1972 out of Philly dime. We just made 5 cents. Roll number 4, and we've got 2 more finds from the 40s back to back. 1948 out of Philly, and then another 1948 out of Philly as well. Roll number 6, and we've got a nickel from 1947 out of Philly. Roll 14, and we're going to have a 1942. That's the year they started making these out of 35% silver, but this does not look silvery. 1942 out of Philly. Roll 17, and we've got our first nickel from 1941. Oh, nice, and it's out of San Francisco. That's a better mint mark there for the 41s. Roll 22, and we have our first nickel from the 30s. 1939, if it has a mint mark, it's a key date. 1939 out of course, Philly. That's right, that's still pretty sweet. Roll 29, and we're gonna have silver right there. Philadelphia mint mark. Ooh, nice. 1942 out of Philly, first year 35% silver war nickel. Roll number 30, and we're gonna have a buffalo nickel right there. All right, it does not have a mint mark, but will it have a date? Ooh, nice. 1936 out of Philly. That's sweet. Roll 33, and we're gonna have 2 finds. First, we have another 1947 out of Philly, and then right here, a 1948 out of Philly as well. Roll 36, and we've got our first nickel from 1940. 1940 out of Philly. Roll 42, and I think we're gonna have a foreign from Canada. Yep. 1984 out of Canada. Roll 45, and we've got another 1948. Ooh, but this one's out of Denver, and it is quite toasty. And that's it for the hunt. That was a really, really good box. Let me give you a quick recap. We did get 1 dime. We got that 1 Canadian. A total of 33 2024s out of Philly. These are still selling pretty well on eBay, anywhere from $8 to $18 per roll for circulated nickels. We have 7 from the 50s, the lowest minted one being this 1953 out of Denver. 10 from the 40s, and the lowest minted one being that 1941 out of San Francisco. And then we've got 1 1939 out of Philly. We got that 1942p 35% silver war nickel, and we got a buffalo with the date 1936 out of Philly as well. Let me get box number 2 started, and I'll be back when I've got something good. Roll number 2 of box number 2, and we're going to have a variety. This is on the 2004 out of Philly. This is the DDO FS101, and what you're looking for primarily is doubling on the date. You can see it elsewhere, but it's a little bit easier to spot on the date. You can see the extra wide serifs on the 2 and the 4 there. Also a little extra thickness on the mint mark. You can see this one has some dings on it, but in MS64, it's a $130 coin. MS63, it drops down to $44. So I may still send this one in. It looks pretty good, except there's a stain on the right side there. It's still a pretty sweet find. Roll 13, and our first find is going to be from the 30s. 1939, will it have a mint mark? No. 1939 out of Philly. Roll 16, and we're finally going to have a nickel from the 40s, and it's a 1940 out of Philly. Roll 23, and our second coin from the 40s is another 1940 out of Philly. Roll 30, and I think we're gonna have silver right there. Yep, Philadelphia mint mark. It is heavily toned. And of course, 1943 out of Philly. I'll still take it. Roll 37, and we've got another coin from the 30s. 1939 out of Philly. Roll 45, and we're going to have another silver. 1945 out of Philly. Roll 45, same roll, and we've got another 1940, but this one has a hole in it. 1940 out of Philly. Roll 47, and we've got another foreign. 2000 out of Canada. And that's it for the hunt. That was a great box, even better than box number one. Let me give you a quick recap. We got one penny, it's a 2000 from Philly. That one Canadian, a total of 31 2024s out of Philly. And then I did find two 2025s out of Denver. We got a total of 12 plus one from the 50s. I did get a 51p, but the lowest minimum one is a 51 out of Denver. Just three from the 40s, and they're all 1940 out of Philly. Of course, we've got one with a hole in it. Two 1939s out of Philly. They weren't the DDR or the DDO. And then we got two silver war nickels, 1945 and 43. But the best find in the box is this 2004 DDO FS 101. That's a sweet find. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that like button and subscribe.